Welcome back guys. Today we are going to solve LeetCode problem 142 linked list cycle 2. So before we start looking details into this problem and how we are going to solve this problem, I just want to mention that I often create LeetCode solution videos using Java and Java J2EE related interview questions and helpful materials. So please subscribe to this channel. The subscription really helps the channel. So now let's look into the details of the problem. Given the head of a linked list, return the node where the cycle begins. If there is no cycle, return null. There is a cycle in a linked list if there is some node in the list that can be reached again by continuously following the next pointer. Internally, POS is used to denote the index of the node that tells next pointer is connected to 0 indexed. It is -1 if there is no cycle. Note that POS is not passed as a parameter, so they will not be giving us any POS as a parameter. They are just giving us a list node head, right, of the list. And they are saying that do not modify the linked list, so we are not supposed to modify anything in the list, right? So that is what the problem is, and they have given us some examples here. So this is one of the example here. So as you can see, the last node is connected to -2, right? So so let's take this example over here to understand how we are going to solve this problem. So this is the head of the linked list, so it is going to 3. So when we are traversing a linked list, right, there is a next pointer always is there, right, for every node. So when we are visiting 3, what we are going to do here is we are going to use a hash set in Java, and we will be using hash set of list nodes, right? So list node is this data structure that is given to us. So as you can see here, the list node is the data structure like this, and it has value and it has always next list node, right? It is a singly linked list. So we are going to traverse from the start of the linked list, and as we visit every node we are going to add that node into our hash set. So for example, we start visiting 3, so we will just add that 3 into our hash set, right? Then we will use this next pointer to go to the next node. We will visit next node 2. We are going to add that 2 here into our set. Then using the next node we are going to traverse and visit 0, this list node. We will add list node 0 here into our set. Then at the end we are going to visit the -4, and we are going to add -4 into our set of list nodes, right? This is our set of list nodes. Now after -4, when we are hitting next, it is going to 2, right? So we will always, whenever we are adding into set, we will first check if set contains that list node, right? So here we will find that list node is there already into the set. So if so whenever we find the list node, we will just mark that pointer as a current pointer, and we will just return that current pointer from our function, right? So if there is no cycle, let's say 4 is going to null, right? Let's say 4 is going to null, so there is no cycle in this list. Then in that case, after 4 we will just get null, so we will return null in the cur, right? The current pointer is pointing to null, right? So in that case we will return null. Otherwise, in this case, our current pointer will point to 2, right? Because 4 -4 next is 2, so we will just return 2. That is the tree node where the linked list cycle begins, right? So that's how we are going to solve the problem. So this is the solution that I have implemented here. So I just took a set, and it's a hash set of list nodes, and list node is given to us as a head, and I created a current node as pointing to head, and I created a variable called as cycle found, right? Cycle found is one variable. Now we will have a while loop here. We will iterate from cur, and it will visit cur dot next, right? Always it will visit next elements until it finds, and always it will check until set does not contain the current tree node, right? Sorry, the list node. So if set does not contain, it will go and it will add into set, and the current pointer will go to the next, right? So whenever it finds the So for example, in this case, when cur is pointer to 2, then it will this while loop will exit because set will contain 2, right? Then it will exit and it will go here. Now we will check again that if the current pointer where we are pointing, is it in our set, right? So it is in our set because we have created 3204 already, right here. So the 3204 is already in our set, so 2 will also be in our set. So we will just say cycle found is equal to true here, and we are going to just return the current pointer here, right? So that's how we have implemented this solution, so of detecting a cycle into singly linked list. So we have not modified any thing in the linked list. We just have traversed the linked list, and whenever we just use a external one data structure hash set. So as you can say, the time complexity will be order of n because we are iterating through all the nodes of the linked list, and the space complexity also you can say order of n because we will be adding the nodes into the set, right? So both time and space complexity, I'll just write down here. So time complexity is order of n, and space complexity is again order of n. Why it's order of n? Because we have used the hash set to store the list nodes. So let me just, I just took these examples that they have given us. So let's make sure that our solution is working fine. So as you can say that it's accepted and it is giving us correct result. So as you can say, in the first two examples they have cycle, and in third example there is no cycle, right? So you can say, you can see here that tail connects to node index 1 0 and no cycle, right? So it's working fine. So let's just submit this code. So the solution works and it got accepted by LeetCode. So this is how you can solve linked list cycle problem. So as you might be aware, I often create LeetCode solution videos in Java J2E technology, and interview related videos in Java J2E technologies, where we discuss different things, what generally I get like asked in interviews and how to answer those questions. So please subscribe to the channel. Subscription really helps and growing the channel and reaching to more people. Thanks for watching the video.